Coming up on this edition of The Take, who emerged victorious in this critical general election between Joe Biden and Donald Trump? Well, Donald Trump continues on trying to dispute claims that Joe Biden didn't win, and he demands the count to stop. But Joe Biden continues on with momentum in his side. Also, President Barack Obama hit a three-point ring shoot, but we'll tell you the details on Val video. And will Kanye West ever stop running his mouth? He made a claim that he's conceded to the 2020 election, but he's looking forward to the next 4 years to see if he can put his ticket to becoming the next president. And plus, Shay Johnson from Love and Hip Hop and Flavor of Love decides to get Alana Van Zant's advice, but she turns around, doesn't want her likes be fixed. Man, Shay Johnson went from just Bucky to now just being a bit diva. All this and more when the take starts right now. Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Ken Dix here. Glad you're here on The Take on this Thursday, November 5th, 2020. We're just merely 2 days out of the whole 2020 election. We don't even know who emerged the victor because it's still ongoing process right now. We'll get to that later on. First things first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right here so you won't miss a thing here on The Take. We are the hub of pop culture. We are the pulse of pop culture. We are pop culture indeed. We are The Take for the most entertainment moments of the week. So let's get to the big story. The big story this week is, all right, big story is, the 2020 general election was this past Tuesday. And we thought we was going to have a clear, decisive winner. Didn't turn out that way because the votes are still tabulating as we speak so far. But they're leaning toward Biden. So Biden picking up some wins. But Biden, to be honest with you, he's doing good. I'm impressed. Trump, on the other hand, still kind of underperforming, but he's trying to get some ground before he starts, not trying to concede yet. Like I said, there's no winner to be determined right now, but we're going to get a clear, decisive winner sooner rather than later. Like I said, we were going to see, also speaking of, we'll have a little rundown on key races on many people who are going to Washington to represent the people in one particular Senate race that really was funny. In my means was the most funniest Senate race ever. But the people, we'll tell you later. But we'll get stuff going. All right. Then the general election was between President Donald Trump and Mike Pence, who represent the Republican Party. Former Vice President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who's a senator of California, represent the Democratic Party. It was tooth and nail. We're still looking at that right now. It's still neck to neck. Well, the candidates had their moments, and the media coverage says all with this.
Americans exhausted by this pandemic, exhausted by these polarized times, and now Americans across this country are being asked for their patience as every vote is counted. And we knew with this pandemic, it could take time. There is news coming in tonight on the election. 2 key states now. ABC News can now project former Vice President Joe Biden will win the state of Michigan. This, of course, was a crucial part of Biden's strategy to try to rebuild that blue wall for Democrats. And with 100% of the precincts reporting in Wisconsin tonight, ABC News can now characterize Joe Biden, the apparent winner of Wisconsin. We're being careful with the language because it's a very close race that Biden appearing to win by about the same margin President Trump won that state 4 years ago. Tonight, the president's campaign now it will demand a recount in Wisconsin. So where do things stand tonight? Former Vice President Joe Biden has now won 21 states and Washington, D.C., 253 electoral votes. President Trump has won 23 states, 214 electoral votes. Of course, this is all about reaching that key number, 270. And Joe Biden leading in the popular vote tonight by more than 3 million votes. Here's the map. You can see the key battleground states there right there in gray, where it's still too close to call. From Pennsylvania, we go south there to North Carolina and Georgia, then out west to Arizona and Nevada. And you can see the Great Lakes states there, Wisconsin and Michigan, now blue for Joe Biden. We did hear from the former Vice President Joe Biden late today about what he sees in the immediate days ahead. And news tonight from the Trump campaign now crafting its legal strategy moving forward. First
All right, you saw right there media coverage of the whole election going down with Biden and Trump, but a lot of people want to know what about the suburban women, what the suburban women thought was going to be the woman factor in this whole general election. Take a look.
A federal judge ordering the Postal Service to do an election day sweep of some facilities for ballots after reports of a mail slowdown, including in key battlegrounds like Michigan, Florida, and Pennsylvania, to make sure no ballots are left behind. The Postal Service not meeting the 4:30 deadline, but saying it will finish the sweep before the polls close. And tonight, all eyes on a key voting bloc, suburban women. 4 years ago helped the president win, but in 2020, polls have shown Joe Biden is doing better among suburban women.
I think our country is suffering right now very much. It's important to me that the change happens now.
But Chrissy Carlin voted for Trump 4 years ago, and she voted for him again today, saying she thinks he's the stronger candidate.
I just see that he's moving our country in a better way.
And the Secretary of State saying she expects
See right there, women, suburban women, likely leaning towards Biden as a suburban voter, but we'll see on that far side that could Biden be the one to carry all the states and get the United States back in order and what he calls to reclaim the soul of America. But Trump's motto is make America great again. The president was feeling confident in his election headquarters offices and won't believe what the president said. Take a look.
That's sleepy Joe Biden. It could have been the greatest. You know, if you look, we look at the amount of money that he has raised, hundreds of millions, 1 month. That could have been the greatest of all time. That could have been the greatest political fundraiser. Tell him to do. That's sleepy Joe Biden. It could have been the greatest. You know, if you look, we look at the amount of money that he has raised, hundreds of millions, $300.
See right there, the president said he's not going to concede right now. He feels confident. He feels overconfident that he can win this election. And he might well win this thing if he stays true to his word. Speaking of the Biden campaign, later on that night when things were looking good for Biden, Biden made a special appearance to calm the crowd down and make an address about the whole be patient. Take a look.
I'm here to tell you tonight, we believe we're on track to win this election. We knew because of the unprecedented early vote and the mail-in vote that it's going to take a while. We're going to have to be patient until the hard work of tallying votes is finished. And it ain't over till every vote is counted, every ballot is counted. I'm here to tell you tonight, we believe we're...
So right there, Biden alongside wife Jill, trying to keep folks calm, trying to tell them like things are going to come in place, in table and lap. So we'll see if things go around to Biden's favor. We'll see on that his path to victory. Like I said, this has been close, and we're gonna find out who's the eventual winner. If I'm a betting man, I think Joe Biden won this race. So got a text from a close source saying Biden looks like he's in the lead. When you got states like North Carolina, Georgia, Florida was not even a factor this year. Florida went to Trump. Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. That's a battleground state. Anything can happen in any given moment. You just don't know. All right. On the political rundown this week, there were several key Senate races going on. We're expecting one in Alabama where Senator Doug Jones, who ran for re-election, wanted to recreate the same magic that he did in 2017. And the people never believed that he had won that race. He took over from Jeff Sessions' seat. When Jeff Sessions was the senator at that time, he went to become a member of President Trump's cabinet as Attorney General. And boy, you see that didn't work out too bad. Their history. Well, unfortunately for Senator Jones, he lost his seat to not this coach, but this coach. Take a look.
Vice President, I got you on the microphone here, Mr. Vice President, with several hundred of your fans, President Trump's fans, and if you would say a few words, I'm going to put the phone to the microphone.
Well, let me just say to everybody all across the state of Alabama, thank you for delivering a great victory for President Donald Trump, and thank you for sending a great new senator to Washington, D.C.
Yes, as you saw right there, Tommy Tuberville, the new senator-elect of Alabama, defeating Doug Jones. Ooh, you know how that go. Ooh. Tommy Tuberville, a mainstay, winning football games and telling, probably doing a little bit, money laundering, a lot of people say. But Tommy Tuberville told someone this.
Together, when it's going good, he'll rub your face in it. Every chance he's gotten, he's quit for greener pastures, left people who trusted him behind. Alabama can't sit.
Yeah, go to hell. Tom Tuberville told him to go to hell. Well, even Coach Tuberville had embraced it and loved it, and he even made mention of it in his campaign speech, election speech with this.
If you allow me to quote one of my opponents' many campaign ads, they can all go to hell and get a job as far as I'm concerned.
He told his new constituents, that people that voted for him and his constituents that didn't vote for him, to all go to hell. I'm just gonna be making ruckus in Washington real soon. I can see it right there. Ooh, Coach Tuberville went from college playing football games to now gonna be making the ruckus in the Senate seat and making the representative. He called out AOC and the rest of them. So look out, Tommy Tuberville's coming for those people. Also, in celebrity news, rapper Offset of the Migos gave away free food to voters who were standing in line waiting patiently to make their votes. So Offset come up the heels of that issue going on with the line and trying to make up for it, trying to get good PR and good press. So Offset trying to, do the best he can do. So we know how that go. Also, speaking of that, Law & Order star Marisha Hargitay also joined in the fun and gave out free food as well to voters that were standing in line. So a lot of these celebrities trying to do their part and do their civil service and stuff, making forward. Also, another person you ain't got to worry about running for president, rapper Kanye West, who has his intentions known that he was going to run for president in 2020, now conceded and looking forward to running in the 2024 election, which he put on this post right here. Yep. Kanye West now not want to run for president on the run down the road. I don't think why Kanye, it worked with Trump. Obama was considered the first elected president, but I think they turned the presidency into a celebrity office wing. You get my drift. Also, in others good news, Colin Jost from Saturday Night Live from Weekend Update, him and actress Scarlett Johansson have officially tied the knot. Colin Jost, this is his first marriage. Scarlett, I think this is her third marriage. So 3 times the charm for Scarlett Johansson. She can make it work, hopefully. Also, Prince William of England. Prince William of England. I like saying that. It's probably British and proper. Well, he was secretly sick with COVID-19. We got the latest with this. They saw that Prince William was secretly sick with COVID-19 in April. So it's the beginning when the pandemic started, didn't want nobody to know about it. So Prince William kind of trying to, I guess, make a public PSA, which is too late, but surprised that Kate didn't get it, or his kids, or anybody in the royal family. You never know. Anything happen, anything can be. All right. That we'll be back with more. Don't go anywhere with the tape. We have more coming up after this. Back to the tape. I'm your host as always, Hendrix here. This is the Pulse and Hub of Pop Culture, the weekly entertainment moments of the week. And it's November 5th, 2020. I'll say 2013, it's 2020. 6-7 years ago. Well, I think. All right. Normally we do political rundown, but we did it earlier to coincide with the big story with the general election. What we're going to do now is talk shows, and talk shows this week. The Real G Mine, who has been a contestant on Dance with the Stars, has been hospitalized and has to end her journey on the show. So G Mine no longer a part of Dance with the Stars, and they said it was life threatening. Said Jesus was by her side. So Jeannie Mine trying to get herself back on the road of recovery. My well wishes with Jeannie Mine this time. Also, political advocates Angela Wright and former Florida gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum hosted this election night special on BET Digital, empathize the political party and policies in the state of Black America. Let's look highlights with this.
I'm honored to have been able to spend this evening with you. I'm even more overjoyed. There's so much of the content of tonight's conversation, the rich,
So good.
oh my gosh, the rich comments that have come to us from all these people out in the field, in the world, who are doing incredible things. If I was home watching, God knows. God knows. So this is the right place. And for those of you who have been with us, I hope you've also found it to be the right place to expand, to learn, to grow, to ask some questions. Having gone through my own very personal loss and my own race where I gave everything that I had, I left it on the field. If I had it in me, it came out of me. I wasn't prepared for loss. And that absence of preparation for loss, aided by my inability, grieve, caused me to spiral. And so I guess the first piece of advice is, to the extent that you have poured yourself, your emotions, your heartache over the last 4 years or whatever it may have been into the outcomes, the electoral outcomes of tonight, and you didn't get the way you wanted it, then allow yourself the process to grieve, whatever that is. Don't think you Superman, Superwoman. I will not be putting on a cape in the morning.
Is you like me? You still can't even picture and puzzle Andrew Gillum hosting the show. This might be his next career move. He might want to be a host. But how can you want to be a host when you still... It just boggles my mind sometimes. Like Andrew Gillum trying to get away from politics and now want to be a political pundit. So I've seen anything work. They didn't pan out too well, did Andrew? Right. Speaking of that, on the top, on the top this week, rapper E make this historic announcement regarding her on the show. Take a look.
It's been a crazy year, obviously, for all of us, and I've been so grateful that I'm able to and do the show, but I can't see for me the foreseeable future of traveling at the moment. And I decided that at the end of December, this will probably be my last time on the show in this capacity as a host. This is one of the hardest decisions in the world because I wish I hated one of you, but I don't. I wish I hated someone on this.
As you saw right there, Eve saying that she's leaving the show after December. The rapper Eve saying that she want to focus on family and focus on, expanding. So Eve trying to get pregnant and she can't move nowhere because of the COVID restrictions. She's in London. Eve might want to get on. Like she got a rich husband. She wants to do that and move on with her life. So congratulations to Eve, moving on and watch she'll get pregnant eventually down the road. So, on reality show clip down this week, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Jade files from divorce from her husband of 12 or 21 years. Thomas can see. Well, I guess when you be on reality TV, it's a blessing or a curse. Sometimes with the housewives, it can be a curse. Speaking of housewives, we have a special look at the Real Housewives coming to Bravo in December. Let's take a look.
I really want to turn on for real. Turn off the camera so we can actually have fun.
Keep your mask and your wig on tight, boo.
We gotta do a nasty old picture.
COVID, bitch, I will quarantine a bitch.
Drew is a friend of mine that's moved from LA.
I bring the flavor to Atlanta.
Don't f me, I'm from Chicago, bitch.
Me and my husband, we've almost been divorced. He left and didn't tell me where he was.
For like 3 days.
I still don't know where you were.
I was always accessible.
Where did you go? I just want to marry my man. And if that looks like everyone turning up in astronaut suits, so be it.
I love you. I don't feel like you receive my emotions properly.
If I can't have it, Mike, then we can pull over and get married now.
You don't understand.
Rob's dad has been owing child support. He made millions of dollars. You just took it upon yourself to say, her, I ain't paying her. He hasn't paid child support in 10 years. He ain't gonna hood back. How about that?
Probably have done this with y'all peaceful protesters.
It could have happened to any of us. And that's why complacency is not something we have the right to live in no more.
Fighting the system, fighting oppression.
I have a crush on you.
You have a crush on me? Kenya got her groove back.
Kenya has taken her under her wings like a little sister.
She really want to fly that route?
She's saying that she doesn't want me to come. Do y'all know about this?
I know nothing about it.
What are you and Dennis doing? What are y'all doing y'all with?
He has tried to make this work, but unfortunately, we are just
speaking different languages.
He filed for divorce.
And he's asking for alimony.
You really think he's gonna fight you over custody? Don't tell me what I cannot do with my child.
I'm hearing sex noises coming from a bedroom. It wasn't a sex party.
Who said that?
She's making disparaging comments about me and you involving a stripper.
Wow, I'm over this. What happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon.
All right, you saw right there the Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming back in December, and they're getting entangled with that situation about the stripper game with Portia and Tanya. So it's gonna be real interesting to see if they slept with the script 9 times out of 10 they did. All right. On Bridezilla, let's meet Alice, the Winter Wonderland bride. Take a look.
My name is Alex J, and this is my fiance, Craig. He fine, boy. When we were first dating, I told Craig, I'm celibate. We were together 2 years, living together for about a year. Like, first day, second day, no homo. My wedding is going to be a big extravaganza. We have so many details in place. It's going to be a big wedding. We're expecting anywhere from 200 to 300 guests. One of my main inspirations was all white. I wanted it to be pure, and we're getting married in the dead of winter. The wedding is going to be a winter wonderland. I want my snow machine at the ceremony. That's like priority.
The snow machine is a priority?
Hell yeah. As we're walking down the aisle, I want just snow to subtly fall. It's a winter wedding. You can't have a winter wedding without snow. It's a royal winter wonder wedding. I don't even know if that makes sense. Royal winter wonderland. Royal winter wonder. So the theme of our wedding is royal winter. No, that still doesn't make sense.
We need to understand what kind of snow it is and whether or not it's going to cause damage as it's falling.
Why is that my problem?
Because if the snow has wax and oils in it, it will damage the carpet.
I really don't care about any of that. I want my snow machine.
We understand that, honey.
I've been very, very, very articulate about what I want. And you guys can expect to see me get what I want. Okay? So what kind of design pieces are you making?
Like over the top, of course. I'm going to give you that. You know that.
Did you bring a sample today or anything?
I don't have any samples. Do you have a payment? Do Bentley do samples, honey? A sample. Does Christian give samples? No, honey. My reputation precedes me. I give the best of the best. I work in excellence and perfection, honey.
I just want what I want. And I plan it. I don't even throw it off on other people to do it for me. Like, I make the vision plain. I set it out and I assign certain people to execute. But in the end, it's my vision. It's my plan. And I must have what I want. If you do not have your dress on the day of my wedding, if it does not look right, if it is not altered right, you will not be a part of this day. I don't care if I gotta stand up there and get married with nobody over there. Is he getting married or am I getting married? I'm really confused right now. Like, you want to plan my wedding for me? Thank you, Bishop, but no thank you. I can't wait for you guys to see it. You're gonna be in for a treat.
Wow. She is like she's that in the bag of chips. And Bridezilla gets more weirder and more wilder and more zanier than ever before. So, when you're a bride, you're going to think. And he got Groomzillas too. What's next? Groomzilla? Watch her fear. All right, speaking of that, the other reality show clip down news. On OWN's Ivana Fix My Life, Ivana Van Zant tries to help Shay Johnson of not New York, but Flavor of Love and Love and Hip Hop fame, get her life back together, and she gets cussed out in the process without even realizing. Take a look.
Tell you something. There they go right there. You go sit in my seat, okay? Your brothers want to share something with you, okay? Just breathe. You go first.
I want you to know that you're rude and disrespectful.
Did I say that to you? Did I? Yeah, okay. What you want to say?
You are more rude and disrespectful than you think you are.
Can I say something? No, come on, let's go. I'm going to give you your homework. Let's go.
Because you feel like you're entitled.
Let's go.
Think you know everything.
Did you ask me, could you say something? And I said no, right? So shut up and let's go. Breathe. They shared the truth with you.
They shared
their experience.
They shared.
Excuse me. I'm speaking. They shared the truth of their experience. Your brothers experienced you as rude and disrespectful.
And I experienced them a certain way. I'm not supposed to say nothing?
That's not what we're here to do. We're here to heal.
Oh, we're here to point the finger at me.
No. See, you said I'm willing to do whatever it takes to heal.
But that don't mean I don't have an opinion.
Here's the thing that you have to do.
So I can't talk and talk the whole time? Am I going to be able to speak?
Yes, you are, but not now. We are healing. We're not having a war of opinion.
No, but they're full of shit.
This is why
no,
you can't
it ain't got to do with not can't help. I can have an opinion.
Yeah,
I can have an opinion.
I didn't ask you for an opinion.
Yeah, but I didn't ask you to take me in there and get negative from my brothers and not be able to have a rebuttal.
Trust me to
I do trust you, but that was
healing
BS.
process.
That was BS.
That was a healing process.
That's not a healing process for my brothers to point the finger at me as if they ain't got no issue.
But that's not what they did.
That is what they did.
That's what you heard, and your hearing and your vision is distorted.
Over it.
Excuse me.
I'm over it.
Excuse me. Are you gonna be woman enough to
because
stand?
if you're not gonna
ask you.
You're not gonna let.
Yeah, but you don't get to facilitate the process when and how it happens. What you get to is control this.
I control, but I can speak my mind. I have an opinion, and I should be able to speak.
Wait. Do it different.
Do what differently? Speak my mind differently.
Yes.
You won't let me speak my mind.
But you don't
just walk me out after they just put
You don't do it in your
time.
time.
Like this
you don't do it in your time.
Too much. Like, lady, I'm out. You're weird.
What are you willing to do?
I ain't willing to deal with this shit.
Okay.
Tell you that.
But then you don't get
I can't say nothing. I ain't gonna say
you
nothing.
don't get to heal.
Wow. Violent. You cussed out. Trying to help her. I guess now she knows this her final season. She getting tired of being smacked and cussed out by toxic people. Because toxic people don't even realize what they be doing. Sometimes they be making mouths worse for themselves and they try to think they know what they're doing. You know how that goes. Alright, and finally, the viral video of the week. Former U.S. President Barack Obama was on the campaign trail for his dear friend Joe Biden and wanted to play some b-ball and did so with this clip.
That's what I do. Whoa.
As you saw right there, Barack Obama hit a 3-point shot lead. This reminds me of somebody I used to know, former co-worker, who would always kind of be at the closest window and just hit a 3-point shot. He was like, what you trying to do? You want to play in the NBA? But the president did it so well and so smooth and stuff. So President Obama, this Obama effect kind of helping Joe Biden out in more ways than one, becoming the next president. See, I think Biden has got it with the Obama effect. And Obama with the Obama effect hitting the 3-point shot. All right. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. Thank you all for watching this edition of The Take. Hopefully we have a new president, or maybe we may have the same old. Never know. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week for another edition of The Take. See you later.